Hey YouTube, Homestead Prepper, and I want to talk about main battle rifles. And the reason I want to bring this up is there seems to be a lot of conjecture on YouTube about what the best main battle rifle is. Go to war gun, SHTF gun, without rule of law gun. Everybody seems to have a different take on it. And the conjecture is just not limited to YouTube. It's also on the internet forums and military people, and I've even spoken to combat veterans, and they all seem to have a little different take on what is the best, and there will be some general themes that they have. And this will be part one, and on part one I just want to talk about two rifles in particular right here, and one is the Ruger 1022, and no, I don't recommend that as your main battle rifle. If you can get something of more of a contemporary design and box fed with a little more power, I think you're going to be a lot better off. Of course, that's just my opinion. But I think that the 22, as y'all know, is an excellent prepper gun to have for putting meat on the plate, and I think it does have some defensive and offensive capabilities. Now, there was somebody here on YouTube, and they said that if you shot somebody with a 22, all it would do would be to piss them off. And I will agree with that to a point. And the reason I'll agree with that is because I have an acquaintance of mine who is a Vietnam veteran, and he was shot 3 separate times with 7.62 by 39. And, well, he obviously survived it. The first time incapacitated him, and the other 2 times, all those rounds did was piss him off. So just because you shoot somebody with a larger caliber weapon does not mean they're going to go down or it's going to kill them. The 22 right there, I think that if you were to shoot somebody in the head, their eye socket, their throat, or their groin, I think you would probably do a little more than piss them off. You might even incapacitate them. But this would be a gun of last resort right here. So we're going to just take that right off the table as a battle rifle. And what we're going to do is we're just going to do what a lot of people say. People who own ARs and AKs, just throw that. Just throw it away. We're not even going to consider that. The next rifle of choice, which I think would make an awesome battle rifle, is this Mosin Nagant. Now I got this from a friend, and it needs some work. It needs to be glass beaded, and it really needs a lot of work done to it. It's been sitting up for a while. But you can't beat the price on these things for the quality. And I'd say you'd be hard-pressed to get one of these things. I've seen them at the Palmetto State Armory for $99. I was at a pawn shop recently. I saw one on the wall, $99. I think that's fantastic. Now, I went to the gun show. We had one here back in August, and they had some Mosin Nagants up there, and they were dressed up like sniper rifles, and the guy was wanting $600 or $700 for them. If you're going to pay $600 or $700 for a Nagant, you ought to think about going ahead and getting a Remington 700 and 308. Of course, there again, guys, that's just my opinion. Now, you can take this rifle right here, and you could buy a stock for it. You can sporterize it. You can chop the barrel down. You can do a lot of stuff, but how much money are you going to be spending when you can go ahead and buy, like I said, some other rifle that's a whole lot newer and it's not 70, 80, 90 years old. But if you're on a budget, this right here is the way to go. It's extremely affordable, reliable, has some punch to it, and the ammo for it, which I don't know if y'all can read that or not. That surplus right there is, well, it's less than $100 for 440 rounds. Very inexpensive. So, if I was on a budget, I would definitely consider this rifle. And I won't lie to you, I think you're going to be better off if you got there again, something of more of a contemporary military design with a box-fed magazine. Now, this right here, I've heard someone else on YouTube. They said they could take out 10 people with Mosin Nagants against their box-fed weapon. And what I think they're really saying is that you're going to be better off with a box-fed weapon than you are this bolt action rifle. And the limitations of this gun right here is its rate of fire. You've got a 5-round magazine, and it's bolt action. And then even if you use stripper clips, you still got to reload it. And I know some people are saying, well, I'm going to be a sniper. Okay, well, I think that's probably a great starting point, an inexpensive way to get into shooting. But the limitations in combat are always the enemy will use his strengths against your weakness, and the weakness of that rifle right there is the rate of fire. And even if you're out a sniper, if you will, and you start taking fire, and you can't sight in the picture, you don't see a target out there. Probably what you'd want to do is throw as much lead over where you think it's coming from as possible to try and get the enemy off balance a little bit. But you're going to be limited with a bolt action. That's because if you're going to play the enemy's game. Now, if you're going to get the enemy to play your game and you're going to choose your battle, then that rifle right there is probably going to lead you to victory. Don't fall into a trap, and never let the enemy get something on you, especially if you know better. But this right here, like I said, you're going to be better off getting an AR or an AK or something like that, in my opinion. And the people who have ARs and AKs, if they were to have their weapon confiscated, or if it broke or something like that, they would be right over here, and this would be the best thing going, because this right here is going to beat having nothing. I don't care, a rifle, a .22, anything is going to be better than having nothing. So with that being said, guys, I would love your feedback, your comments, and your constructive criticism. And this is the Homestead Prepper out.